Yeah, tensions has caused yes Igboho suit against Malami. There is a tight security at the premises of the Oyo State High Court, Ibadan, at the hearing of the suit filed by Yoruba Nation agitator Sunday Adeyemo, aka Sunday Igboho, against the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, the senior advocate of Nigeria. Some journalists were also initially barred from entering the court's premises by officers of the Department of State Services (DSS). Don't you think that these DSS are biting more than they can chew? Why would they not allow journalists in if they don't have an ulterior motive? But I now realize and to believe that the so-called DSS, they are not the Department of State Service as been called. They are the Department of the Security Secret Service, by the Fulani, and those that are reintegrated into the public. Those are the ones perpetrating evil. I could remember what they did, to Sunday Igboho in his house in the early hour of July 1st. Invaded his house, like a criminal, like assassin, like armed robber. Through that effect, he killed two of Igboho's each. Till now, they have not even brought out those that did or committed that crime. Till now, no prosecution. But the DSS are still acting on the order of their principal. Their principal. Though, if you tell me they are Boko Harams, they are killer Fulani headsmen, you would tell me, or you will be sure that Buhari is their patron. Malami also is one of the patron, and I would say Pantami Garba Shehu, Femi Adesina, the likes of them, they are the ones giving boldness to this DSS to commit these havoc and atrocities on the citizens of Nigeria. The officer who led the team said it was a standing order, making sure that some journalists were also initially barred from entering the court by officers of the Department of State Services, which I later now called the Secret Service, by the Fulani government. Well, it took the intervention of the Deputy Court Registrar before the affected journalists were allowed to enter the court. And I believe the work of DSS, because they are Department of State Service, they are also police, to control crime. But what are their own department doing in court of law? Because that is not their jurisdiction. Theirs is to be standby for any criminal act. But now they get show more interest in court order. They show much interest in kidnapping. They show much interest in killings. Violating the law and constitution of Nigeria. Judiciary should be on its own without interference from other arms of the government. Like what I said, yes, there should be no orders from above banning journalists from entering the court from above, which is true. According to this person, say judiciary should be on its own without interference from other arms of government. Yes, because the military or the police or the DSS should be on their own, because they have their own department. Their jurisdiction shouldn't be extended to the court. The judiciary is synonymous with journalism. So if truly you as a senior advocate of Nigeria, you are giving order to DSS to go and perpetrate such evil, you are giving them preference over the judge. Like for instance, the two remaining of Igboho's aid that were supposed to be released, and court has given order already for their release, but the DSS said no and countered the order. Is that not unlawful? Is that not disobeying court order? For you to know that Malami himself needed to be arrested, because if we have an Attorney General of the Federation as Abubakar Malami, because everybody believes he's an illiterate, does not merit that position, he should be the one in charge, to disseminate orders, and he knows much about law. He knows much about the Constitution. So the DSS are acting, in their own volition, and they have not carried out, the right constitution, and they have violated the fundamental human rights of Nigerians. Especially what they did to Sunday Igboho in his apartment in Soka by invading his house. That is unlawful. That is violation of human rights, which is unlawful. Why is that? Well, it's so very very obvious that they are acting under the order of their principal, Buhari. That's why they are very very scared, of agitations, from the Yoruba Nation, Sunday Igboho activists, and Nnamdi Kanu also. That's why they are trying to, make sure they eradicate those two guys off the planet, to kill, to destroy them, so that they won't have uh, evidences against them, and they won't have a preference over the so-called agitations they are, clamoring for, because they needed a separate nation. Malami has been accused, and also court has given order to Malami to stay away from Igboho and Igboho's aid, and also his fears that Igboho should, continue his day-to-day activity if eventually he gets back to Nigeria. That's what the court has ordered Malami. But the court hearing is still going on, as it has been said that Igboho suit against Malami, which there is tight security at the premises of the Oyo State High Court, Ibadan, at the hearing of a suit filed by Yoruba Nation agitator Sunday Adeyemo, aka Sunday Igboho, against the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, the senior advocate of Nigeria. Well, meanwhile, some of the journalists were also initially barred from entering, but later, due to the intervention of the deputy court registrar, would allow them, and affected journalists were allowed to enter the court. Like what I said earlier, that judiciary should be on its own. Yes, without interference. What is the duty of the DSS to the court? What is that their jurisdiction? No, but their own is becoming too much. Those DSS, I believe they are still working, for their principal, because I would not be surprised if they are part of the unknown government, which Nigerians have been saying have been perpetrating evil towards the land, because they seem to be unknown to the Nigerian public, because they don't have a badge which carries their name. They only carry gun and wear black and black, and the overall thing is they cover their faces, they cover their head, for you not to even recognize any one of them. You might have a saboteur working with you, and when he's in the uniform of the DSS, you may not know that he's a saboteur. He's also close to you. You may not know that he's a DSS. And I believe those that were reintegrated to the society by this so-called administration, saying they are repentant Boko Haram, repentant killer herdsmen, repentant bandits. They are also reintegrated and rehabilitated into society, and don't be surprised them, entering into the military, and also, into the police force. Those are the ones that they will push forward to go and commit crime, kill anybody they deem it to be killed. Yes, I know you want to say something and you are furious. I would like you to eat on the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and also don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you can get more notification. Thanks for listening, and God bless you.